since this is our 4th year, we should add some stuff to the show. And some of the things I've wanted to add for a while is I wanted to add some segments about things we don't normally get to report on enough. So first segment here, for now, we're going to call it Going Green. If you guys can come up with a better name for it, I'm open to ideas. Where we're going to talk about companies that are installing chargers and solar and EVs and a whole lot more. But usually every week, it's some company doing something that's rather small on the scale of what we're talking about. So we don't get to report on it.
Right, because it's usually we're like, the biggest this and the best that, and you'll never believe this.
Exactly.
It's not usually like, this company chose a very smart, economically viable thing. They installed solar panels on the roof, and it's 5 megawatts. Most people are like, I want the coolest.
You know, I think it's important to report on these things so we get a real sense of what's going on in the world. So British pub and brewery chain Green King, which operates 2,700 pubs in the UK, is installing EV charging in all of its locations. Now, by the end of this year, they plan on installing EV charging at 900 locations. Tony Hodgson, the head of estates at Green King, said, "We've been working hard developing our sustainability plans as we continue to build a greener business. With more people buying electric cars in a bid to be more environmentally friendly, we want to support our customers who come to dine or stay with us by offering electric charging ports in our pubs that are able to do so." Isn't that cool?
That is really cool.
That's a lot of charging all of a sudden. So if you're in the UK, go have a pint on us.
We're
Or not on us.
We're not
not
going to
on
pay
us.
for it.
And here's another segment I've been kind of looking forward to doing. We'll call this one Into the Future. Unless you guys come up with something better. And this will be a weekly segment on new futuristic technologies, because you guys email us all the time with all kinds of cool new technologies. And most of the times we can't report on them because we're like, well, this may never come to fruition, or it might not be economically viable.
You've accomplished this in the laboratory, but this isn't coming to production. And we typically like to tell you, when things are actually coming to production, we don't want to just tell you about things that are like, this might happen, but it also might not. But we do really want to tell you about these technologies. It's just that it's hard to compete with all the other things that are happening every week.
So check out this damn technology.
Hey, I mean, what, you don't like technology? Also, this is a family show.
I'm talking about dams.
You're talking about big concrete dams.
Yeah.
The block. Okay.
Yeah, I learned this week that only 3% of all dam infrastructure in the United States generates power. That's a quote from Catherine Obermeyer. She's a strategic project manager of Obermeyer Hydro.
So why are we making all these dams if we're not making electricity from them?
To control water flow. I don't know why we're doing it, but if
Civil
only
engineers.
But if only 3% are able to generate electricity, I was like, why aren't we doing that with the other 97%?
Right. Just put the stuff in them.
Yeah, well, the stuff, it turns out, you have to go really far down. It's really expensive to do because if you put the generator too high, you just get cavitation. Anyway, high tech. But basically, Obermeyer Hydro has come up with a way to tap into non-powered dams with our scalable and versatile solution. We can facilitate increasing amounts of renewable energy storage throughout the country. So yeah, they've come up with the new turbine technology. You can go check it out here. We'll put the link down below. But if this is true, if this could work out in more places, we could have a whole lot more hydropower in the country. In the world. And then lastly, I thought it was really important every week to talk about solar, but so many weeks go by where we aren't talking about new solar projects, and that's generally because we only want to talk about the biggest, hugest projects, and there's tons of medium and small size projects going in, so we thought let's have a solar news update section. And again, if you guys have a better name for it, please comment below. And so place where we can talk about it. So let's talk about this. EU regulations require that 85% of solar panels be collected and 80% of the materials in solar panels be recycled.
Okay, that makes sense.
So earlier this year, the nonprofit EU solar panel recycling body PV Cycle announced it had collected 5,000 tons of modules in France, of which 94.7% were recycled. PV Cycle Communications Manager Bertrand Lemkowitz said 95% is an exceptional recycling figure, especially for a multi-component product. Only soda cans can claim to do better, but they don't reach 100% either. A washing machine doesn't come close to 70% recycling. Everyone has one, but nobody cares.
So, 95% of the solar panel can be recycled.
And get this, the other 5% is dust that they capture in filters, and that can be used kind of like sand in cement. So actually, you can pretty much recycle 100% of it.
So there was an article that came out recently that was like,
solar panels are gonna kill everybody. It's toxic and it's they're all gonna die right now, and we're all gonna die.
And we were like, oh my gosh, solar panels are gonna be the end of us. Turns out they're 95% recyclable
Right.
today. And I mean, you could conceivably get slightly better than 95%.
And down the road, we could even make them so that they could be recycled better.
So coal, how recyclable is coal? Like how you take the coal and then you burn it and then you take the coal out of the furnace, or do you? No, you don't do that.
No.
It's gone.
It's all pollution.
It's all pollution at that
Yeah.
point. Okay, gasoline. Same thing with gasoline.
Yeah, well, any of the fossil fuels, yeah.
So you can't.
I see where you're going
You
with
can't
this.
recycle that.
No. But people get upset. I wonder who those people are.
Probably the people who don't want solar in the first place.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for watching Now You Know Clips.
You can watch full episodes of Tesla Time News on Mondays and in-depths on Fridays. Just click the link down below to head over to the Now You Know channel.